Hello guys, hello. We'll give the chat a minute. We'll give it a few minutes, guys. I want to say if you're watching on YouTube, you're watching this playthrough. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I do hope you come and watch me live, guys. 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's when you can catch me. There should be a link to my channel in the description of the video. It's on Twitch, by the way, if you guys didn't realize. My name is Frank Gallows, and I stream every day, folks, or as often as possible. As you can tell, we're playing Bloodborne. We are running a Rifle Spear build playthrough. This is the build we're working on. We'll talk about it very briefly. We're using Origin Lone Survivor. We're going to get skill to 50. We're going to get Vight to 50. And then more than likely we're going to get Arcane to 15 for Beast Roar because we're going to do a little bit of PvP in the future. And then more than likely what's going to happen after that is Strength and Endurance. We're going to try to like even those out a little bit. Or possibly Strength and Blood Tinge. We'll see how it goes, guys. And yeah, that's the build we're working on. Everything is, legit. We're doing it. We're not doing like, we're doing all like legit chalice dungeons. I'm trying to think of the name of the player made chalices. Right, we're not gonna go into there. We're gonna try not to go into there because I'm not really sure which ones are which. And yeah, so that's the plan, guys. Right, we're gonna try to get some good thrusting gems on, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get started in a few minutes. Just getting prepared, right? I thought I'd come on and do my shtick real quick. I hope you guys have been enjoying the playthrough so far. It's almost Christmas, by the way. I know we're dating the video, but almost Christmas, almost New Year's. So I'm sure a lot of people are probably busy right now. They're spending time with family or traveling to see family. Things like that. Maybe they're going out of state for the holidays. I do hope if you're watching it late that you had a good time with your family. Hope you had a good time doing whatever it was you planned on doing, vacation, whatever it was. I hope you just enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoy your holidays too, no matter what you're celebrating. I know I'm going to be spending the weekend eating a lot. That's what I'm going to be doing personally. Um, and yeah, so briefly, I just hope everybody enjoys their time off if they have time off. And if you're working, I hope you get that money. Right, I hope you make that money. And it's not too stressful. And we are picking up where we left off, guys. So we are at this is Abritus. The lovely lady is down there hanging out. We'll talk to her in a moment. We usually start at around, promptly 8, so I thought I'd just come on a few minutes early. Talk real quick about what we're doing. We could talk about the channel too. I am trying to grow the channel, guys. We're trying to hit 20 followers. We're at 19. Almost there, guys. It took us a little bit, but we're getting there. We'll do a special stream once we hit 20. I'm not sure what stream we're going to do. Truth be told, the Bloodborne playthrough is where it's going to be when we hit 20, but I was itching to play it real bad, so I couldn't hold off. But we'll think of something. And then the next goal is going to be 30 followers and 40, and we're just going to progress naturally. That is the plan. I want to grow the channel. So we're trying our best. All we can do is keep grinding, guys, right? So just got to keep at it. Also, we're trying to grow the YouTube channel, so if you prefer to watch me on YouTube, for now it's mostly going to be re-uploads of my Twitch, but I do plan on hopefully, getting a PC and things like that and making more videos, of other content. So if you're a viewer on my YouTube channel, I do appreciate it, and I do want to grow both channels. So stay tuned, folks. We are going to work on it, and we'll take a look at the runes since not everybody's here yet. So we have you can see the clockwise runes where we have HP 10, stamina, and stamina. I do think when we do PvP, those runes are going to change. We're just kind of running this just to get to the end of the build. Once we get to the end of the build, those runes will change to Odin Rive and Claw Mark, and then an HP rune. Right, so we'll get the highest tier Claw Mark and Odin Rive, and the goal is to try to get as many like parries and viscerals off as we can and keep our resources flowing. That's what we're going to aim for at least. But right now, since we're kind of over leveled and under leveled, and as you know, the rifle spear isn't like the most powerful weapon. We do need a little bit of help, so that's why we have the basic, the basic HP and stam things to help us out a little bit. And as far as the rifle spear goes, I'm sorry guys, we can talk about it. We have the basic gems that you get by playing the game, right? So you have the physical up gems, 18%. We found these in game. You know, there's a lot better ones out there. We're just trying to do everything as legit as possible. So we have these gems, and then hopefully when we come back, either Monday or so. I'm not sure, you know, what the holiday season's gonna be like. So we'll see when we come back. Hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. Um, we'll work on delving into the challenge dungeons because we're getting like one of the first two endings. We're not gonna be able to fight the moon presence this time around. So we're gonna go into the challenge dungeons first, is what I'm saying, and try to, you know, level those up and get in there. And that's what we have. I'm not sure what our backup weapon is gonna be. Right. Well, we're gonna work on really trying to min-max this rifle spear. Uh, I'm not sure if we should get thrust gems or just physical. Since physical ups everything, right? It might be more advantageous to get physical gems, and then the triangle gem. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll try to find like a droplet. But we'll see how that goes. And we'll give the chat a few more minutes, right? We're kind of at this boss, so I don't want to move and go back to the Hunter's Dream because, you know, everything will reset here, which is not that big of a deal. But I'd rather not fight all these little dudes again. We could get topped off on blood vials, but that might not be too big of a deal. And I think I do think we did the choir set just to get a little bit more arcane resistance, even though Abritus does just smack you around, right? He just slaps you with his tendrils? Limbs? We could call it limbs, right? So there's also that. Hopefully we can get some good charge attacks. So if I do think if you either stay to the left side or the right side, I think it's the left side. You can just kind of keep doing melee to her. And, you know, you should be able to win pretty quickly, if I remember the fight properly. That's about all we can do right now. We don't have too much on this. I think we'll take off these items here for now. And I'm really not sure what else we could put, because there's not really much you can do with the rifle spear in terms of like buffing it up. I guess the most you can do is probably pop a beast blood pellet. If you guys like know any like more tips like that, you know, I've been playing the game on and off for 7 years personally, but there's always stuff I don't know, right? So if you guys have any tips, I'm always down to listen, guys. Feel free to let me know. I take criticism constructively, right? I don't like to argue or like what you call it. You know, I'm not just gonna think you're wrong just because I think a certain way. Right? I'm open to exploring other options when it comes to damage and doing better. And I do think we'll get started now. I think enough time's passed. So we're going to get started on Brightest, guys. Hopefully, we're not going to summon anybody because we're going to try to do this playthrough without too much help. I do think we will get one free hit off, so I'm kind of considering getting this pellet going. Unfortunately, we're not going to do like a bunch of thrust combos to her. Alright, so we're going to start off with this poke. She is turned around, guys, right? Ooh, epic fail. I'm not even sure if this is actually doing damage. Luckily, I think she's very weak to thrust, and honestly, we're not doing too bad on the damage. That is an R that basically does 6 of damage while you're next to her. Keep that in mind, folks. Back off a little bit. Get her off now. Oh crap! Oh crap! So that actually wasn't good. That wasn't good. We might have been better off if you guys been watching my playthrough, you wouldn't realize by now I'm just kind of going for the biggest damage I can get, right? Which is it's tricked charged R2, right? It's tricked charged heavy attack is the most damage you're gonna get out of this weapon. On the bright side, we do have max blood levels up again. I was actually pretty confident that we were gonna win that one because the damage looked pretty good. I do think maybe we'll try to get a bunch of these little pokes out just to get some quicker DPS. Right? I think that might be a better idea. This is a learning process, right? Even though I have said this before, but Rifle Spear is kind of one of my favorite weapons in the game, and it's not. You know, even with that said, I don't use it too often because I'm more of a fan of its aesthetic, right? It's a spear, it's a rifle, it's a spear, something like that. I like that realistic, but in terms of damage, it's not really the best a lot of the time. There are a lot better weapons out there, but I do still like the weapon and we're trying our best to make it work. I do think it's better in PvP than it is in PvE. But this is fine, guys. The only downside is that now a brightest season, so they're aggro. Oh, this might be even better. Right, this might be even better because now the life bar is there. And I don't have to worry about wasting time getting the first hit. I do have to be careful though, as you can see. I don't know why, I remember this fight going differently sometimes. Maybe I'm like on the right, on the wrong side of this game. I did say the right hand side. Let's just try to stay focused. I'll try to stick to the right. Well, yeah, let's go there. Good. I do think we hit the sweet spot. I do think that was a grab. Okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. This is fine, guys. This is fine. Oh, yeah. There's another one. Yeah, we just have to try to get that. Okay. Okay. We did it, guys. So you kill it to get the greater S challenge, right? And if you, I do believe if you progress a certain quest line, off this quest line, you can use this altar. If you guys want to know more about it, there's better viewers than me. I mean, there's better streamers than me. There's better YouTubers. But basically, if you do off this quest line, is you go to Canehurst, you can do bad things to the queen there, and you might need to revive her. So you would need to come to this altar. Basically, I do believe that's how it goes. I'm pretty sure of these guys. We got that complete. Let's see if we can get another level up. Okay, okay, that's a couple levels. We're almost there to 50. Like I said, guys, we gotta get skill to 50. Vita's gotta go to 50. Arcana's gotta go to 15. And then we'll try to even out endurance and skill, or endurance and blood sage. I'm not quite sure yet which one we're gonna do. I will have to wait and see. I'm doing things I don't mean to do, but I gotta complete. So we do have a couple options. I do think we do have to spend some time in the DLC now, and we're gonna change our set for that. I'll just do the Constable's Guard for now. I only really change my clothes when I feel like we're gonna have a really, really hard time, right? Other than that, it's most likely just what I want to wear, for the most part. So we'll do the Constable's Guard and this hat. I like the way that looks. And the reason we're doing the DLC is just because we're trying to hold off on finishing the game. And as you guys know, we are extremely close to it. Right, I don't want to go kill Murdo's wet nurse and then have everything just be at the end. That'll be a problem. So we're kind of waiting a little bit. Which means we do get to do the DLC. I'm not sure what boss we left up at. I do actually think I know where we're at. We're at the Underground Corpse pile, right? So we did kill Ludwig. Unfortunately, we can't use his weapon, right? We're kind of hurting for stuff we can use at the moment. I'm not sure what our secondary weapon is going to be, you know, like I said before. But we're going to have to find a decent backup one for later on. With that said, we can just go right into the next area. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, okay, so Underground Corpse pile. We could go try to kill, I do think we have a skull. Let's take a look at it. Oh, we don't have it yet. Okay. Alright. So actually, I do have to check if we can even go up into the hospital. We'll have to see, right? Because we don't have Lawrence's skull or anything like that. So let's just get started. I think that's a better idea, right? That's the best idea. Let's just do the thing. I hope you guys are ready for the holiday. I'm so ready. I'm so ready to eat. Ah, here we go.
But he will shame himself no longer. He died with his ideals untarnished. He was a true hero, and earned that much at least. Do you know why the hunters are drawn to this nightmare? Because it sprouted from their very misdeeds. Things that some would rather keep secret. A pitiful tale of petty arrogance, really. High time someone exposed the whole charade. Now, go on ahead. You seek nightmares and the secrets within, do you not?
I do.
Now,
okay. And I think he does have an arrow to the eye. We're gonna check. No. I think we took care of him. Right, because we do have his sword, so I'm pretty sure we did take care of him. Let's get this light on.
Shrouded by night with steady stride, colored by sun, but always clear of mind.
Here we go, guys. We see someone in the cell. This is Browder. sure you guys know this already, right?
Are you a hunter? Well, that's very odd. Do you hear the toll of the bell? Very well. The beast you seek will not be found here. Go back to your hunt, and if you have the chance, put this night behind you. Places better left untouched. Secrets better left alone. Henceforwards bravely run.
So yeah, ask us if we hear the toll of a bell. We don't hear any bell, right? If you lie, he just tells us to piss off, basically, right? Same thing, he just wants us to go away in the long run. Hey, you have the Fistagradia. Let's take a good look at her. And then we'll take a look at the weapon, even though... we'll take a look at it, right? So I'm gonna assume she was like a Dumerian, right? Like a Dumerian slave, kind of, even though they say that she was a hunter. A chunk of iron fitted with finger holes. The hulking hunter woman, Simple Gradia, or Gracia, however you want to pronounce it, guys, right? Ever hopeless when handling hunter firearms, preferred to knock the lights out of beasts with this hunk of iron, which incidentally caused heavy stagger. Gradia was a fearsome hunter, and to onlookers her unrelenting pummeling appeared oddly heroic. No wonder this weapon later assumed her name. But, you know, she was just fist-fighting beasts, for the most part, right? Because I guess she was a bad shot. So she just preferred to hit them with the heavy thing. Oh, we could take a look at it, why not? So here's the Fisagrati. It doesn't look nearly as big because I'm a small boy. Compared to her, right? It does stagger people. We are coming across a couple hunters, and I'd rather not test it out on them. Maybe not today. I would have to get a lot of practice in. I'll take a look over here. There's these horrific rats. I really hate like these aren't small by enemies, but enemies that are low to the ground that are like humanoid, I guess you would say. Because a lot of time your swings, like the angle is really off, because you're not built to fight these kind of enemies. You're built to fight like humanoids, right? Like people that are more shaped like your character, or giant enemies at least, things that are lower. For me personally, I have a hard time. So let's see what we can do here. You fight two hunters at once. One is gonna spam Black Sky Eye, right? The arcane build. You can see they are all about trying to kill you. Got one down, one for that. We'll see if we can work on the second one. Here it comes. There we go. Alright. Not doing too bad. We are kind of a little bit... We're like at level, right? We're doing pretty good damage-wise, and our HP isn't too bad. And we'll see if we have the proper item here. Okay, we do. Okay. Oh, what the heck, guys? Give me a couple minutes. I do want to get something to drink. Hold on one second, guys. Alright guys, that was quick, huh? We are back. Um, so there is something down there that we can do real quickly. Oh, this is right up there. Okay. So keep this in mind, guys. And take this elevator up. There is a little secret down there, so you can come right back down. You know, if you cleared these enemies out, they should be, you know, you should be fine. And once you kill these two hunters for the first time, they do not come back. So what you want to do is you want to activate the left and run. Back off of it. There is a nice note here. I'm not sure if you guys will see that later on. Now this isn't the whole thing, right? But this is Lawrence's skull, guys, and he is in the Grand Cathedral. So once you have Lawrence's skull, you can go back to the Grand Cathedral and you can activate something else. But this is also another secret. What you can do here, right? Pay attention. Is hit this elevator again. And you know, this is, I'm sure this is common knowledge by now, but if you're watching this playthrough for the first time, you can ride the bottom lift down. There is some treasure here. And there you have the church cannon, guys. We cannot equip it yet. Maybe we'll work on getting it. Which means we're going to have to work on our strength a little bit. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see how it goes. There's a church cannon. It requires... Well, I'll show you guys what it requires. 27 strength and 16 voltage. So if you want to use it, guys... I do believe people prefer this over the regular cannon. And then from there you just, you know, you can go back up where we came from. Alright, so this one requires 30 strength for 27 and 16 voltage, just when you just 30 strength for 13 skill. But I do prefer, I do think that people prefer, in PvP at least, to use the church cannon. It's been quite a while, like I said, since I've been really popular PvP. But there's something to keep in mind. And I do believe they prefer the church cannon because it has a little bit more splash damage and it actually explodes upon impact. There you go, guys. So now we can light the lamp. And we will leave these little dudes alive for later. That's what I think we will do. There's not much here. Right, we're just going to progress naturally. These guys do hit very hard though, so you do have to be careful. Oh, I thought that got my visceral. Alright, let's not try to be fancy. Like I said, they hit extremely hard. Oh crap. Well, there you go, guys, like I said. They hit hard. They hit hard. Luckily for you guys, right, if you're playing, you probably have a couple weapons, so you'd be able to deal with them a little bit more easily. Unfortunately, like I said, a lot of the time I'm just going for my charged R2, or like we're trying to go for like a visceral, which I think we should actually kind of stack back up there. I'm trying to like keep in the habit of having it on that way. When it comes time to do it, we're kind of accustomed to it. So we'll put our runes back on, and we'll talk briefly about why I have them on. So as far as the oath rune, we're gonna have the 101. It's pretty straightforward. Stamina recovery up. We are gonna run. We have this one right now. This clockwise metamorphosis. There is a better version of it. We're gonna have to go into the challenge dungeons to get it though. Boost your max HP. Pretty straightforward while we're getting it. Now, the things we're getting here, we're gonna use Blood Rapture, and we're gonna use Odin Drive. We'll talk about why. Alright, so Blood Rapture, Visceral Attacks. I know it says V attacks. If you guys don't know what that is, that's Visceral Attacks. Restore your HP plus 300. We're gonna try to get the very like top tier version of each rune. and the other rune Odin Rive. Visceral attacks grants Quicksilver bullets +2. So we're focused around doing parries and visceral attacks. Parries do cost bullets, which if you get the visceral out, you will get bullets restored. And say we're having a hard time doing parries or we're just getting really worked, we can definitely use the HP back. Keep in mind it's not blood vials, it is just straight HP, I believe. So if you're all topped off on health, this ain't going to do anything for you. But yeah, there you go. If you're in PvP and you have like a lot of it, or yeah, you have a lot of HP, and if you survive getting visceral to yourself and do a visceral back, you might just be able to stay in the game a little bit longer. Like I said, we will focus on doing some PvP pretty later on down the line. Now you could run Clawmark because we're going to be a 50 skill build, right? So Clawmark might just one-shot things when you visceral them. But I do think it's safer to have a little bit extra HP. Personally, right? You could probably run Clawmark in like lieu of maybe one of the Blood Rapture or Odin Rife runes. If you feel lucky getting a lot of blood vials and just want that damage. Up to you guys. But if you're just playing through PvE, right, there's nothing wrong with just running the basic HP up and stamina up runes. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I guess we'll just get back to the research hall. I do have to be careful though. We've already died twice. This is still a learning experience, right? You know, like I said, you probably have a couple weapons, and they'll be like 7 or 8 at this point. You know, they'll be pretty leveled up, and you should be able to, if you're not following this playthrough build specifically, be able to handle the enemies a little bit easier. Let's just stay topped off. You gotta be careful. It's very easy to get mobbed with this kind of weapon. It doesn't have very good crowd control. But hopefully you get lucky and you get a lot of blood vials back. I'm not sure if we want to go the scenic road just yet. Let's take this direction. In this case, trading is not so bad because you do get a lot of resources back. But I guess we have to be aware of our surroundings. This is going to end badly for me. In just a second. No. Let's just open the door. We just, we're panicking. There we go. Okay. You can see, kind of hard to use here. You really have to like lead enemies into your attack. But luckily we panicked hard enough. Also, don't forget you have items, right? Like I could be using things to draw aggro. You know, I could be using Molotovs to try to control the enemy. Alright, let's try to go up. Alright, you do a lot better than me, honestly. No, I did see something up that ladder, so let's go back up there, check it out. Also, let's take the monocle off. What I think we'll have is, I'll have a pebble there for now. You can also have like Beast Roar. Like I said, we don't have 15 arcane there. Beast Roar is very good. For PvE as well as PvP, mostly if you're getting really swarmed, you can use Beast Roar to get enemies off of you. Which, you should probably take advantage of. And we'll see if we can deal with this dude. I was hoping to deal with him real quick. Alright, we're failing hard. Let's, this is bad. But this is why we're using it, we're trying to get good. There you go. Okay. Keep in mind, guys, that you also don't have to do a straight parry. Like, you could kind of go around them and do a heavy attack and, you know, get him to crumple. Right, get him in a state where you can get an easy visceral off. That actually might be a little bit better for you guys. I'm just trying to get good with the parry, personally, because I do plan on going into PvP in the future. As you can see, we need a lot of practice. We'll just take a look around here.
Please help me. Don't let me drown.
And I'm just coming back around here because if you saw, there was a ladder where we fought that really tall patient. It kind of just leads back down to around here, so you can go either way. Right, they both lead to the same spot. There's nothing really here aside from this side, which I think we can check out, because I want to see what's right there. As you can see, there's quite a bit of students here. Be careful whenever they're throwing projectiles, I guess you could say. That's their guidance. Like I said, keep in mind that it's very easy to get swarmed here, and they do a lot of, basically, we could call it like flail attacks, right? They do a lot of flail attacks. And they might even do them in unison. So be careful. You can see there's a whole line of them. Like I said, very easy. They're very quick too. We're kind of clearing out just for the sake of it. Luckily for us, we're getting pretty decent blood vials back. The reason we're not going straight to this enemy is because, as you can see, there's a couple of enemies here that are waiting for us. There's even a tombstone, which means someone went over there, decided to check things out. As you can see, they won't even engage, because they really want us to go over there and get hit with some projectiles. So what I think we'll do is this instead. You see, no matter what, they won't follow us. I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to do my best to get a sneaky visceral out. Not sneaky enough on this. It's okay, we got him, boys. We got him. I should consider changing my clothing to more like defense-oriented clothing, but it'll be okay. Like physical resistance. Should be fine. We should be fine. We could use some more quicksilver. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but we'll try it out. Hey. Come on. Come on, you can do it. No? Sometimes she gets overly aggressive and they'll just like jump over off the side. We'll try one more item that I think it might work. And keep in mind you don't gotta do this, guys. You can go down there and face them properly. I thought I had a poison knife on me. There you go. Looks like you can also shoot them, but they don't really give you anything. They're just kind of defending something you're gonna need to get later. I think we're getting the hang of it again. It takes me a minute to get used to this weapon. There's your dirty damp. This is quite oh, I guess he moved his position. He's moved, he changed his position. So usually when you're going up those stairs, he has the Gatling gun and he's just firing away. He's still doing it, by the way. I guess for whatever reason he decided to go around. These things actually won't, I'm pretty sure they won't engage with you unless you attack them. With that said, I do need... Well, I didn't need, that was my fault. I thought I needed some Quicksilver bullets. You know, always take advantage of that if you're using like the same setup I'm using. If you could get some easy viscerals out. Might as well go for it. If you guys want to see the items, let me know. We have taken a look at them a couple times already, so I'm not sure. I don't think it's necessary. I don't even know if bumping into them, yeah, even bumping into them doesn't do anything. We're making pretty good progress, I think. There must be super passive. We will expect that a little bit later. That's the reason we get those guys first, is because they have like more range than him. We'll come back for that door. Right here, guys. There's armor here. A piece of armor. Keep in mind if you don't notice there's a little enemy waiting here. We'll take a look at that in just a second. What? I did not know you could do that, guys. That was cool. Make a clip of that. I'm pretty proud of myself. We're just taking a little look around. It seems like there is... You see, they're kind of hard to hit because they're low to the ground. Just do what you can. Luckily, most people run like the saw cleaver or saw spear, so you should have a pretty good arc when you swing, for the most part. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll take a look at the decorative old hunter's garb. So, decorative old hunter garb. Old hunter garb, decorated with brass trinkets. At the time, some hunters believed that certain metals would ward off beast blood. On the night of the hunt, it is no wonder that people would resort to superstition. Which is a little odd. We don't have the Canehurst set, unfortunately. Because it does say that their silver wards off the beast blood, so maybe they were just off on what they thought would ward it off. And they might have needed like full plate, like, you know, much like a plague doctor, they had a lot of protection, they just didn't have the full body because they didn't cover their legs properly. Right, you know, like a hazmat suit or anything like that. Maybe they needed full body protection with silver on it. Not quite sure if it would have done the trick, but it might have. No, yeah, that's all he has to say, but we'll take a look at the set as well. We might as well. Decorative hunter. And that's the, yeah, let's see if I can get that torch out, we can get a better look at it. So this is the top and bottom. I really do like these pants. The chest isn't too bad either. I'm not sure if we have decorative old hunter gloves. I don't think they even have those. But we can wear like the old hunter gloves and then like the old hunter top hat. Or the old hunter cap. I prefer to have like you know, if we're doing like swag souls, maybe we can do like a hat or something like that. But it's up to you guys. It's not too important unless you're doing like PvP or something. Unless you're really trying to min-max the damage you receive, which, you know, it does count. But if you don't mind it, if you don't mind taking the extra punishment, it's up to you guys. Let's just make sure we're not missing anything here. No, we can't make it to there yet. But I do see something over there that we might have missed. Okay. We clearly can't make it there. Do keep in mind that we took like that ladder down, so we can just come back the way we can. And there was a hidden path that we'll explore in a minute. Where was it? We came out here, and then we made the hard left, right? So let's just pull this elevator. Let's just take it, right? Because I just want to make sure that everything is activated and I can do everything and stuff like that. And then we'll come back to this room.
Is that you, Lady Maria?
And we'll just, she wants brain fluid, guys, if you don't know. Make sure the shortcut is open. Perfect. We should open in this door. Let's just get this out the way. It's not gonna hurt. I thought they were dead. Where'd they come from? That was rude. That was awful rude of them. Don't you guys think so? Okay. We recompose ourselves. Maybe they're still right here waiting for us. We could deal with them. I don't like how they got full health back either. But we're gonna try to not get caught. They're still alive. Oh crap. He really wanted to mess me up. He really wanted it. Unfortunately for him, he didn't get the chance.
Lady Mary, save me, please. I don't hear anything.
You see how easy it is just to use a bunch of health. Yeah, that's a trap right there. Okay. Okay. So we can still take the hidden path. And I think we want to do that. Should be on this one. This is like the open one. So you can just do this. There you go. Easy. Easy, right? And if you guys don't know how to get brain fluid, basically you'll see enemies that are like this that talk. They're not aggressive. Don't worry too much about killing them because once you do, they will drop brain fluid. And if you give them a second, there they go, they're back to normal. Now you could make this... No, you can't. Don't try it. Don't try it, guys. I feel like you could though. Didn't we try it last time? Didn't we try this jump last time and failed miserably? Kind of feel like we did. Don't worry about it too much. You'll eventually get to where you need to go. Except, I do think we have to go this way. I do think that's something we need to do. And I think we can just, no, I'm getting something wrong here. This is the way, right? I think we need to come in and jump across here, but let me make sure before we commit to any deaths. Because I feel like there is a death incoming, and it's going to be my death. Right, because there's no other way out aside from a risky jump. Right, this is the elevator shaft. You can see there's nowhere to go but down. And I think this is death 2. Right, let's take a look. Take a step forward. You see it's appraised, but it doesn't tell you if it's appraised positively or negatively, so... I could be wrong about that. I could definitely be wrong about that, guys. If you're really nervous about it, like I'm getting nervous, You can just kind of roll right here. Do keep in mind you'll have to like do this whole area again, like you have to do. We're gonna try to make this jump. Nice. Okay. So now we have nothing to worry about. We're all set. I really should stress, keep in mind guys, like a lot of people with these Souls games, they don't use the arrows too much. You should definitely use them. Take advantage of everything they give you. Right, I have all these Molotovs here and I didn't even pop one. And that was like for no reason, we can definitely use them. There is a right time to use them though, right? Don't just start throwing things around. Unfortunately, we didn't get the parry. I mean the visceral. We didn't get the parry. Gotta go force a little bit. You do have to do this too, guys, right? Just keep that in mind. Well, can you come down? You can just run by this and activate the lift. That is their gist of this, honestly. As well as these rats. They used to try to get you knocked off the ledge. Okay. That's fine. Maybe it'll come over here now. Yep. That's all the brain fluids you need. You don't need any more. Not much here, huh? There's just some bloodstone chunks, some, the guidance rune if you need it. Most people don't run that many varied runes, right? A lot of people just run the standard, just HP up and stamina runes. But we can take a look at the guidance rune. I think we have a moment to look at it. So boost your rally potential. Basically, it'll give you a chance to get more HP back if you're... we can do an example here. Right, there you go. That's my rally potential gain. Is how much HP I get back when I'm attacking. Right, as you see, there was like a little grayed out bar, or like a red bar, that could get replenished. I don't think it overheals though, right? So you can only get so much health back from being aggressive back towards the enemy. I'm kind of butchering all the terminology of everything, but I hope you guys do understand what I'm trying to convey here. I think we're good to go. Pretty smooth so far. Hmm. I don't want to lose too much HP dropping though. Although now that you're at this point, you should pretty much like, as long as you got your 2 brain fluids, you should be pretty much like uh, done with this whole area, right? Like there's not that much stuff to collect. No! Oh my god, no, why? That just happened. That just happened, guys. On the bright side, like I said, we did hit the lever. So we do have access to the boss room. We do have both brain fluids. The thing, what we are missing is our souls, which unfortunately that's all the way up there. I don't think we had to travel back up there to get them. Also, Simon's here. He saw us fall. He's not going to say anything.
Not a pretty sight, is it? The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church. But that's not all. You seek the secrets held by the nightmare, do you not? Then here's what you must do. Climb the astral clock tower and kill Maria. She hides the real secret. Go on.
So there you go. He wants us to go on, kill Maria. You know, stuff. He wants us to do stuff. Now that we're here and you did that little lowering thing, you know, you hit the lever, there are some extra enemies down here. I know we skipped a couple of those Wandering Madness things. We will come back to that later. I'm considering if I want to do the thing with them. If you guys are in the know, there is a thing I can do with them. If I do the thing, we'll do our best to show it off on the stream. You might want to take advantage of it, to be honest with you guys. But we'll see, right? We'll see what we want to do. I want to keep this as legit as possible. But I do think it's worth showing off. Like I said, luckily we did do everything we needed to do. We can go and do Adele's quest. I do think that is happening. We'll do that later because that involves like it has some loading screens and I'm not quite sure I want to do that right away. You can drop down here early and get the lock shield. We can't equip it yet, so we'll look at that later. I'll just try to remember that it's still down there. I do think we'll go right into the boss here and we'll try to tackle Lady Maria. You know, Lady Maria is not here yet, right? But
Lady Maria.
here's the boss, not just this dude. Ah, I really wanted that. So we are going to have kind of a difficult time. I mean, you could try to make this easy and just get these big old charge R2s off. Which, as you can see, sometimes it's a little bit easier said than done. And honestly, the damage we're doing is not what I thought it was going to be today. Oh, that hurt. I thought that might be a little bit of I got his animation. Trying to do this. There we go. I'll take it. Pro tip. Oh, I thought it might have. I thought it might have protected me. I was really. This is fine. Of course. I like to get rid of these things. This is free HP. There's no way. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. It's a little sloppy. Good thing we have a lantern here, right? I think we can squeeze another level out. I'm hoping we can. We can get to 50, 50 skill. This is, you know, I'll be honest, it's a little frustrating at points. Just because we're using just this one weapon. But it, you know, it's not horrible. It's definitely an acquired taste using this weapon, though. I will admit that. There's a lot easier weapons to use for PvE.
Welcome. Very well.
Nope. What I think we will do, though, is we'll
Farewell.
probably... that is because we lost our souls on the way over there, right? Or our blood echoes. But we can probably pop these cold bloods.
Welcome.
And we'll squeeze one more level out.
Very well.
And we can also take a look at our hunter garb under proper lighting.
Farewell.
So here's the hunter garb, guys. We'll take off the hat. Right, this is minus the hands. Decorative old hunter garb. This is the chest and the legs. I really, really, really love the legs on this because I like this leg brace. It goes well with this. We don't have it yet. We don't have it yet, but it goes well with some other items. The chest piece is okay. I don't think it matches too well with anything else aside from the legs. Right, but you can do like, you know, you could do the regular old hunter stuff. Up to you guys. But I think for now we'll just wear the decorative. Oh, we had the full set, so let's take a look at what we can do here. Okay, I think this is good enough. This will do for now, guys. I know you Fashions Born or you Fashion Souls guys. You know the general rules is not to wear too many of the same pieces together, kind of thing. But we'll worry about that once we have like almost all the clothing. We'll do like a canon, like this is how this build is supposed to look, kind of thing. In my like head canon. But for now, progressing pretty well. We'll just tackle Maria, and then we'll try to kill we'll try to get Lawrence. No promises though. He's an extremely difficult boss, and especially with this weapon, I'm not sure how we're gonna manage that. It's gonna be rough. No mercy for a woman, but treat this her attack with care. You might have got away with getting a claw mark on here too, but I could use the extra HP. Because I'm sure we're going to take a lot of punishment. Let me make sure there's a canon look so far I want to do for this cutscene, because maybe we can recycle this cutscene into some stuff. So maybe we want to wear something a little bit nicer to fight her with. Yeah, we're fashion salsing it up, guys. We're trying our best right now, at the very least. No, I'm not sure I like that. We might just hold off on that. Yeah, let's just hold off on that. I think we'll just do the ponytail though for now, because I'm not quite sure what we're gonna wear. Okay, this will do. This looks so bad with this face model because there's no expression on his face.
Oh, I know very
I think it would have been well more. It would have looked a lot better if we had like a hat on or something like that, right? I had really dead doll-like eyes. Not my character.
from your wild curiosity.
That's the bait. You do want to move back because you think that knocks you back right there. I was out of stamina, guys. I just wanted to actually hit off. Is that a projectile? No. Might as well top it off. Let's be a little bit smart, huh? Not definitely. So as you can see, right, like this weapon does a lot better 1v1s. Against like other hunters mostly. Enemies that flail and are ultra aggressive, you just sometimes you can't seem to get your moves up. Also not quite sure if we want to do this whole thing. We kind of like have to do it because like we're gonna end the game, So other than going into the challenge dungeons and everything, we're at like the critical point where we have to do a lot of wrapping up of quest lines and stories. You know, things that we actually need before the next playthrough starts. Which I don't know if we'll do like New Game Plus on this character. We probably won't. I'll do like New Game Plus on my own time. And we'll build them up into PvP. Like we'll probably just do challenge dungeons and see if we can get some good gems. So I mean, we might as well just continue on in this area. There is a weapon in here. Maybe we can make use of that weapon in our offhand. It's a weapon I never use, never. So it might be fun to have it. Maybe we'll go for it. And that'll be like the side weapon. It is an extremely popular weapon. I will say that. You guys already know. I gotta put a Shaman Bolden Blade on. That'll be for later though. I do think we can finally hit 50 skill. Also, like I said guys, if you do the DLC early before all this stuff ends, you do get some bonus dialogue, so...
Good hunter.
This is the bonus dialogue.
Sounds strange, but have I somehow changed? Moments ago, from some place, perhaps deep within, I sensed a liberation from heavy shackles. Not that I would know. How passing strange.
So you get that for killing Maria, right? She does say something extra. If you go through the whole DLC and you kill the last boss from the, like the rest of the expansion, you will get a little bit more dialogue, right? Keep that in mind. You have to be at a certain point in this story mode. If you're all the way at the end and German is waiting for you outside the, like right out here where the flowers are at, right outside the Hunter's Church. I mean the Hunter's Church, outside the workshop. You won't get extra dialogue at all. You'll just get the basic he's waiting for you out in the graveyard kind of thing. So we're more than likely going to get that little bit of extra dialogue. It's not worth anything unless you're just like trying to get all the story you can out of the game. Do keep that in mind though, that you have to be at a certain point, right? Like, I think if you kill Mirgo's wet nurse, you won't get this extra dialogue that we got. With that said, let's just repair our rifle spear. I don't think we picked up any gems, but we'll check. Let's take a quick look. Wait, what? Ooh, this isn't bad. I don't know where we picked this up at. Oh, we're not using it because it's attack versus beast down. We got it yesterday. We don't want to, we don't want any, like, negatives to attack on this thing. Not yet, at least. We need all the damage we can get. Here's a pretty decent nourishing gem. 15%. What was that compared to? That's not bad. We'll take that. Like I said, although that one is a little bit better, we don't want the attack versus beast down. We'll probably end up getting rid of that gem later on. We're holding on to it because we don't have that many gems to begin with. You never know, it might come in handy for our offhand weapon sometime down the line. Let's go ahead and change our hat. I think we'll change it to that for now. No, you know what, we'll have the top hat. Because that one has like the little chains around it. And it does look like it's supposed to match, right? Because it has that white. Yeah. So I do think this is the set here, right? This old Hunter's top hat with the decorative stuff. I'm going to the fishing hamlet. Maybe we'll beeline it to the weapon, and then we'll take a look at it and see if it's worth using. I honestly don't use it too much. You guys probably know what it is. It's down in the wall. Right, it's down in the wall. Did we forget to put our level up? Hold on, let's spend some souls, shall we? Sorry, extra loading screen. I'm excited to do PvP with this weapon eventually.
Welcome. Very well.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was much needed, and I think we'll buy some blood vials and some bullets, because I feel like we're gonna take a couple L's here in the not too near distant future. The not too distant future, right? We're gonna see some more loading screens once or twice. That's definitely for sure. Unless I can get this bone blade out. Keep in mind we're gonna run straight to it. That's what I think we're gonna do. There are gonna be enemies here. There's gonna be a lot of enemies. This is something to consider, guys. Always pay attention to this environment, right? And that's why. And you can hear like sloshing down there, so pay attention. That was heavy damage too. And I really don't think you can parry these guys, so I'm not going to try, but we're just going to get punished a little bit. Yeah, we did stab him, but there's no enemies here, I just realized. So there's nobody to take our aggro away. Did that work? Get down there. Hey. This is bad. I spent these blades prematurely. That was a bad idea. That was extremely bad idea. And what I mean by that, my charge attack was a bad idea. I already know how aggressive these guys were, but I was a little desperate because I'm trying to save this last. I do think you could buy these at the. We'll take a quick look. If we run out of bone blades, we'll take a quick look at what we can do. Because I'll be honest, taking them on both at the same time is not the best idea. You kind of want to take advantage of this item here. So I guess we'll see. Sometimes you just get lucky, right? It's like they're paying you back for all the times you were getting pummeled. So you want that Shaman Bone Blade because you want them to circle each other. Basically it makes enemies aggressive towards each other. Very nice. So very, very nice one. And now you could deal with this guy. and hopefully survive. We couldn't survive. Hopefully, guys, you take a lesson in that, and like I said, you do manage to pull through. That's fine. I do think we can buy some more Shaman Bone Blades. Um, you do have to go back to the Hunter's Dream to do it, so we'll go back there. We'll check it out. If you're at this point in the game, you should have access to them. I do think they cause some insight on you guys. Keep that in mind. It was just unfortunate. It's probably because girls were watching, right? And we got big embarrassment, big L. But if you go to the Bath Messengers, right, you go over here. I do think you can purchase them. And actually, I can't purchase them at all, so we are kind of screwed here. We're going to have to really just do the thing. Luckily, we do have access to Maria's stuff, so I guess we'll just pick that up. And I'll also check down here just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. No. Okay. Alright, so what I think we'll do is, because I don't I'm not really hurting for it, but now we're there, right? So we might as well try to get it. We'll see if we can just try to kill them both by them. You know, we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. We're gonna have to earn our kills. I do think that's also a drop, right? I kind of forget where. There's always Google on YouTube and things like that. If you guys are like dying for me to give you the info, I can leave it in the description of my video. Right, just let me know, and then I'll update my video later on if you're watching on YouTube, and you'll find it in there. But right now we are on the bad way because we're gonna have to try to get that legit. Which we're not saying the Shaman Bone Blade is not a legit way to do it. Like, they give it to you for a reason. But we'll try. Which means we have to be extremely careful here. Dead. This is gonna be rough. We are dead. We'll give it a couple more tries, right? I don't want to get stuck here. Although honestly, we don't have much left to do, so we might as well bang our head against the wall and brute force our way into this victory. Unfortunately, we can't get our souls back, but we did spend them all. That is the plus. And I also don't think you could parry them. So yeah, I don't think you can parry these guys, right? So we're just gonna do our old tactic of charge R2. So our biggest issue, I would be honest, is like some of his attacks are extremely delayed. And the arc is so wide. Right, as you can see, very delayed attacks. So I'm kind of having issues timing them. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but we're just having issues with the timing. And here you're going to have to do a lot of work. He even did an attack like he doesn't usually do. All you could do, guys, is do what you just did. I think I'll just just try to test them out. No! No! Put me down. Yeah? Hello? Uh-oh. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something right now is wrong with my controls. I think the game glitched out. So I'm hitting like left and up and right on my control stick. As you can see, I'm moving in one direction. This is a definite issue. I think I was meant to die there. You can see he lost all his aggression too. Oh crap. Alright guys, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to turn my controller off and see if that fixes this problem. I don't think it is gonna. If anything, we will just exit the game and come back. That should fix it in theory. Give me 1 second guys, we're going to turn the controller off, which means we're going to lose the voice. So hold on. I'm sorry guys, give me 1 second, I'm just trying to... Testing. Okay guys, so I'm definitely bugged, as you can see. I can't really do anything aside from move forward. I'm hitting back, you know, all that kind of stuff, so we're gonna have to exit the game and come back to it. Quite unfortunate. But we'll just see if that fixes the problem. If not, I guess we'll just restart the whole thing, but this should fix it. This should definitely fix it. I'm hoping so. I do think what happened was I was supposed to die there. Right, like, and for some reason I didn't. Right, like I managed to survive. That's why you see him, like, he kind of stopped attacking me. Okay, there we go. But he does have full HP, which is an issue. Oh my god, water. Alright. I'm dead for sure here. Okay. That just happened. I'm very disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed right now. But that happens, guys, right? As you can see, it's not impossible to get. We'll try it one more time. Honestly, I could probably use the extra HP runs and stuff like that, because I don't think you could parry these guys. I really don't. And it's kind of too risky to try. Usually, if you were smarter than me, you would use the shotgun bomb at the right time. One thing I'm not sure of, though, is if there's both of them, you know, if they're back. Which it looks like both of them are back. Unfortunately for me. I'm really curious if I can parry them. Should I try? That was a bad try. missed it. Where are you going? What's he doing? Right now is he's going to his buddy. So it looks like it's possible to actually get a visceral. So that means maybe I could parry that. I'm gonna try it. But I don't think I can parry that. This might just be a losing situation. Okay, guys. We get a... Now I really want to do it, so I think we're gonna go for it. It might take the rest of the stream. We don't have too much time left, though, so we're gonna keep going for it. I know we're stuck a little bit. We're gonna try. We did get him into a state where a visceral was possible, so I feel like we can do it. We're sneaky like this, right? So he doesn't really see us as long as we can really slow down. Maybe I can get a lucky charge there too, tank. Right, maybe. Just maybe. I gotta be a little bit faster. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry guys, give me 1 second. Okay, so I do think that worked, right? Luckily for us, it did work. Unfortunately, he is in a spot where I think he's going to see us regardless, so I don't think we can do the same trick twice. But we will try it. We'll pop another blue elixir. No! No! He tricked us! He definitely tricked us. Okay, this is fine though. What? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Why was that so easy this time around? Oh, like I said, guys, use your items to your advantage, right? There you go. There's a strategy I didn't even know worked at all. But there you go, guys. That's the Rikuya right there. We did it. We did it. We can take a look at it. So this is a weapon I never use. We might be able to use it in this. It could be an offhand weapon. We could get some experience with it. So here's the Rikuya, guys. We'll take a look at the requirements first. You need 7 strength, 11 skill. That's the requirements, it looks like. The Rikuya, hunter weapon wielded by Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. A trick sword originated in the same country as the Kanehurst Chikage. Only this sword feeds not off blood, but instead demands great dexterity. Lady Maria was fond of this aspect of the Rikuya, as she frowned upon blood blades, despite being a distant relative of the Queen. But one day she abandoned her beloved Rikuyo, casting it into a dark well where when she could stomach its presence no longer. And that's the Rikuyo, guys. Here it is. Oh, nobody saw that. Here it is, guys. Here's the Rikuyo. As you can see, it's kind of a twin blade a little bit. It's kind of a twin blade. Right, so this is its untricked form. Right, he's just jumping heavy attack. And then we'll do his charged heavy. Which is not a bad, it's not a bad charge heavy attack at all, right? That thrust is pretty good. Now here's his tricked form. There you go, guys. And we can take a look at its light attack string. Alright, here's this heavy. That's his heavy, like if you keep just tapping heavy attack. Honestly, it's not a bad weapon at all, right? I'm just not really a fan of katanas too much. In Bloodborne at least. More of a fan of the whirly gig. But that's his combo there. Here's his backstep into light attack. Backstep into heavy attack. Rolling into tricked form. Right? Rolling into like the tricked light and heavy. Here's this L2. And I do think you could keep tapping it and like keep it going, so let's try it. Right, so there you go. Keep in mind that you can't fire your weapon at all. Right, but there it is. Extremely popular weapon. I'm not sure if we're going to use it, honestly, because I'm already getting turned off by it. But there it is. It is a strong weapon. I will admit it's a strong weapon. It's extremely popular. You see it a lot in PvP. You'll probably see the Shikage more though. And we did it, guys. Getting back up though, I think we'll just Hunters work out. Because I'm not sure if we should, how long we should explore this fishing hamlet, right? I do think we might as well just go for it and start doing our exploration now. And grabbing things. I am glad we managed to get that. I didn't know if we were going to be able to do it or not. I'll be honest with you guys. Probably going to spend the rest of the stream trying to push it. But do keep in mind there are things you can do, like I said. The Shaman Bone Blade does work if you do it properly. As you saw, like, our second attack. Just try not to die. And as much frustration as this brings me, you can see when it comes down to it, the weapon is still pretty solid. It's not the greatest. It's never going to be the greatest, but it is definitely usable. You know why he's doing this, right? Don't you guys? I think we'll just leave him for a second. Oh, that happened. Luckily, they're not paying too much of not too close attention to us, right? There's all these little bombs around. say we're just lucky that they're not looking at us. Oh, there goes one. Oh, there goes another one. I don't know where he came from, actually. Luckily for us, we can take advantage of the terrain. They can too, though, as you can see. Oh, we did it. It's fine. These are explosives. Was that a good trade? Yep. That was a good trade. And you can see that's why he's waiting over there. There's a horrible giant fish man. Giant creature. So we're going to do our best to kind of get rid of him before he's too late. The biggest issue you're going to have is that they have, like I said, their attacks are extremely delayed, right? As you can see. If you're used to that, though, you know, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I feel like I do dodge extremely early, which is the major problem. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Not too shabby. Did I hear something? I thought I heard something just now. Must be the wind. We are getting close to that time, so I do think what I'll do is I'll open up the shortcut, and then we'll grab the garb that's over here, and then we'll start wrapping up the stream. We're getting ready for our weekend here, guys. Everything is going wrong today, huh? I'm just glad we didn't buy it right there. That would have been extremely unfortunate. And there's the high road set. So we'll take a look at that, and then we'll go back to the hunter stream. We'll start wrapping up the stream from there. We're just going to make sure we have all the items here. There's a tempering down blood gem. Here's a horrible fishman. He didn't notice. Nice. That was just luck, right? That's all that was. Now we can make our way back. Now that everything is dealt with here. Pick up some of the scraps that we left on the floor. And this is where we started at. Well, I don't think we have enough for a level. But we'll start, we'll see. Pretty sure we don't. I am tired today, boys.
Well, very well.
Like I said, we probably don't have enough now. We're a little bit off. But that's fine.
Good hunting.
Also, like I said, I'm not really quite sure what our second weapon is going to be. We do have the Rikuyo. Right. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. It is a popular weapon. It is strong. It is one of the things you'll see a lot of people using, I believe, right? But I'm not really a fan of it. I'm not quite sure what we're going to use. Right, we'll see. We'll take our time and see. But guys, I do think we're going to start wrapping the stream up. Monday, guys, as you guys know, I take the weekends off. It is also the holiday weekend, so I don't expect many people to be around the holiday. You know, I will reiterate what I said earlier, though. Hope you guys enjoy your holiday weekend. Whatever it is you're doing, if you're traveling to go see family, if you're having family over, if you're just having a nice time at home, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys get the gifts you're looking for. If you're not celebrating like that, I just hope you enjoyed the time off. If you're working, I hope you're just making that money, right? You're taking advantage of the jobs that are needed on the holidays and getting that extra pay, guys. Make that money. No shame in the hustle, right? Uh, as for me, I'll be spending time at home, hopefully having a nice meal. Uh, that's like what I look forward to most holidays, is just having like a lot of good food. Just I don't get to have good food too often, so that is the plan. Kind of relax. I do want to say, guys, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate everybody that stops by and watches. So whether you watch on YouTube or you watch me live, I do appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, though, I do wish you would watch me live. I do wish so. There is a link to my Twitch channel in the description of the video. And if you've been watching me this whole time and not know who I am, my name is Frank, guys. Frank Gallows, and I stream every day, or as often as possible. I do think we'll end right here, guys. When we come back Monday, we'll pick up. Hopefully we can finish the DLC, and then we'll try to finish up the base game. And then we can get into, we'll finish most of the base game, and then we'll get started on the challenge dungeons. And yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. Like I said, have a great night, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I'll catch you guys later. Guys, have a good one. Alright, guys. Till next time.